C'est bon? Today we're doing the first of a new series, actually a market recap, rounding off 2020 and then having a little look at 2021. Lots more of these to come. I'm going to try and be a regular interval just to keep you up to date on the market and what's going on. Please leave any comments, follow YouTube and stay tuned. So 2020 was a year that we'll all remember. However, despite a lot of uncertainty, particularly around February, March of last year, the Parisian real estate market, residential, actually proved to be extremely resilient. A very high-class defensive asset propped up by extremely low interest rates. So prices rose again, actually, finishing up the year 5.5% increase year on year, not quite hitting the 11,000 euros a square metre mark, finishing off at 10,870 on average, underlining Paris's 20th straight quarterly increase in market value. Despite no real change in pricing tendency, other things did change. Firstly, from the digitalization of the industry, videos for buyers, sellers, and then the back office, notably for notaires. This actually caused a general increase in the delay, the time of signing of contracts, but ultimately everyone's really got to adapt. Other tendencies included the change of what people wanted. Suddenly, with working from home, it suddenly became more important to have that outdoor space, that extra room, that extra space, as we really looked from the inside at what a home was. So people were putting more importance on nature, on outside, than this much-long Parisian city buzz. And properties with gardens, balconies and terraces naturally hit a sudden premium, as did certain suburbs. It was not only immaterial changes though, as apart from two post-lockdown flourishes, the general theme for the Parisian market was a slowdown in volumes. The number of transactions over the year hit about 150,000 in Paris, compared to just over 170,000 in 2019, which is roughly a 20% drop in transactions. What was this due to? So naturally, the economic uncertainty made many buyers and sellers actually put their projects on the fence, just waiting to see what was happening, looking at the situation in the current market, bearing in mind that the fact you do have very heavy closing fees in Paris, people rather wait and just to ride it out than make a premature move now. I think there was another key point here as well, which was the banks tightening up in credit. The loan refusal rate actually doubled last year, as banks not only tightened up in their lending criteria, but also applied a very strict 30% limit on loan to value for giving mortgages. Only one word can really be used to describe the 2020 market in Paris: slowdown. Slowdown in the number of transaction volumes, slowdown in the number of international buyers, down by about 35%, slowdown in the bank lending, and also a slowdown in price gains as we start to plateau coming into 2021. I personally would argue this has made the market more healthy, more balanced, more measured, and actually perhaps quite a good thing. 2021, so what's in store? Well, the year started out with a flattening off of the curve, with notaires predicting a fractional drop of about 1% in the overall average prices in Paris. Transactions are also down 18% year on year. Again, continuing on this theme of waiting, watching and seeing what the next few months are coming and hold for us. Good news though, the banks, again, the rates are extremely low, and they've also increased their loan-to-value lending rates to up to 35%. So there is really this dynamic, this desire to put the market back into action, which is great news. The ability to access financing is going to be a key theme for this year. Government injections are slowing, there is economic uncertainty, and this is likely to impact the purchasing power of buyers, particularly when we're looking at certain industries which have been hit the hardest this year. Anything freelance, restaurants, hotels, any of the key events industries which have been really impacted this year. This said, I hope that we can have a few more international buyers back as travel bans are listed. So the market, I think, should remain balanced. The lack of movement from both sides means that prices aren't likely to drop markedly, although we do expect the trend for outdoor space to continue, particularly as people and their companies adapt to the new world of working, particularly from home. So Parisian real estate is actually likely to hold up extremely well. Historically low interest rates, which are still present, and the will of banks to lend again, means that I think Parisian real estate is going to remain extremely safe and shrewd investments in the coming months, even years. This also presents an opportunity for buyers with good quality dossier to execute on those projects with a reduced competition. Parisian real estate continues to look attractive. So if you do have any projects of buying, selling, or simply would like to bounce off a few questions, ask some advice, please feel free to contact me. It'd be great to talk. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Lots more to come, and I'd love to have your suggestions, comments, what you want to see, what you want to look at. So yeah, hit me up, and as ever, like, subscribe, follow, and yeah, see you soon.